Hi, this is Father Nick Rotman, and here's a thought I had today. Again, I've been thinking about how we can't receive Holy Communion right now and how we can make the most of that, you know? And of course, one thought that always comes to my mind when I think about receiving Holy Communion is many of us know that we receive Holy Communion at times in a state of mortal sin. How do I know that? Because when I was young, there were times when I received a Holy Communion while in a state of mortal sin. We get pressured into it. We don't want other people to think that we're in mortal sin. Whatever the reason, maybe we just don't care. We don't really believe what the church teaches about certain mortal sins, something like that, right? So right now we can't receive Jesus in Holy Communion. Maybe we should think about the fact that it is really a great sacrilege. And in fact, this time during which we can't receive Holy Communion is actually God stopping us from committing more sins, stopping us from committing sacrilegious communions and, making ourselves more a dwelling place of the devil, giving ourselves over to a deeper place in hell, so to speak, right? If we want to really receive Jesus in communion and love him, then we've got to repent for our mortal sins. Now, of course, that doesn't mean we're never going to commit mortal sin again necessarily, sadly, but it means that we at least are desiring to repent, that we're making use of the sacrament of penance before we go to communion, right? That's what we want to do. So we have this extended time right now to really examine our life and repent from mortal sins. Choose to sin no more. That's what we say in the act of contrition. I choose to sin no more, to amend my life, to avoid sin in the future. So are we going to resolve to do that? And then we've got time right now, all the time that we need, plenty of time to go to confession because, we're still doing the sacrament of penance by appointment. So if you have been receiving Holy Communion sacrilegiously, then make an appointment, go to confession. That way, when finally we are able to go back to receiving Holy Communion, then you'll be ready to receive communion in a state of grace. And hopefully you'll get more comfortable too with going and making use of the sacrament of penance, because really we should all be receiving the sacrament of penance almost as regularly as we receive Holy Communion. So maybe we can use this time of not receiving communion to our benefit so that we receive Jesus as a way of growing towards heaven and not growing towards hell. Just a thought.